And we are live.
All right.
Yes.
Hey, everyone, and welcome back to Nina and Jinx Digital Dive. And today we're thrilled to have we have a special co-host, Robin, um, and the special guest is Sandy Caballero. And
Hello.
they're all great digital business owners. And with that, let's get started.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for taking the time and spending this time with us. So, my name is Robin Yuna. I am a wife, mother of four, healthcare worker, and a proud digital business owner. And I'm just happy to be here with this amazing digital business owner, just like myself. And we are all coming to you from the same business platform. Even though we run our business separately, we're still a team. So today we're going to share a little bit about our digital business journey here. So, yes, thank you for joining us.
Hi everyone, I'm Jean. My friends call me Jean, but my full name is Virginia Oropesa Arcand, and I live in Canada for 19 years. And by profession, I'm a medical health administrator, and I'm a proud digital business owner as well. Thank you. Back to you, Nini.
All right, to kick things off, Miss Sandy, again, welcome, and it's our pleasure to have you with us tonight. And before we kick things off, could you give us the listeners the rundown of your background in digital business and introduce yourself to our viewers?
Yes. Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me here today, to be part of your live today. My name is Sandy, originally from Panama. I came to Canada when I was 13 years old. Um, so I first arrived on the east side of Canada. So I did all my high school in there. So I speak French. And then after that, I moved to the west side of Canada. That's how I learned English. So uh, I work in the movie industry. And that's, like I worked for 25 years. Um, and then the movie industry, because of a setback last year, that's how I ended up here having an online business opportunity. But I will go in more in details after that. Thank you, everyone.
You're
All right,
welcome.
Robin, you have the floor.
Yes, thank you. Hi, guys. Thank you for introducing yourself. Guys, we are going to start by asking Sandy a few questions about her journey in digital business. And we are so thrilled to hear how her business has been going so far. So I'll start with the first question. So, Sandy, um, maybe let me put you up on the screen. No? Hold on. Yeah, that's not working. Let's jump straight to
Yeah,
the
yeah,
question.
I think that's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah. Mhm.
Can you start by telling everyone a bit about yourself and what you do in the world of digital business and podcasting?
Yes. Yes. Thank you, everyone. So I started, like I mentioned, my story, I've been working in the movie industry for 25 years. In 2018, that's when I first got to see, on YouTube that the digital nomad, influencers. And that's what caught my attention, being having something like that, where a portability business that I can take with me anywhere. But I didn't know how that works. I have no idea. So time passed by. And then I continued working in the movie industry. And last year, that's when I got a setback. But, like, yeah, from 2018 to last year, I've been, reflecting on my life, what do I want from my life, and I'm very grateful for working in the movie industry because that was my dream job since I was a little girl. But you get to a point in your life where you want something more. Um, you wanna, I didn't, I felt, that I, I wasn't growing anymore. Okay. So I want to be able to do something where I keep growing. Also, I didn't see myself continue working 12 hours a day, 5 days a week, you know. And, working in the movie industry, we don't have a set schedule. It varies according to the shooting, like sometimes we're shooting at night, sometimes we're shooting in the afternoon. So it varies. So I also had needed to take care of my health, because those constant changes for so many years, and then the stress, um, it starts taking a toll on you. Okay, so I wanted to be able to do something that I love, do something on my own, and have that time and flexibility and portability, because I love to travel too, and I do have aging parents. So I want to be able to spend time with them. And eventually, when the time comes, I will have to take care of them. So I want to be there present. Working where I am, I'm not going to be able to do that because uh, I already miss so many family times, because of my schedule. And I cannot really plan also, family events. Like, for example, last year, we had like my niece sweet 15, and my sister needed to know when I was finishing, and I couldn't tell her because we didn't have an end date for because at the time I was working on a TV series, so that's a long shooting. And sometimes it get pushed because there's some things that comes up, either weather or location. um, so, when you're working, you're like, for example, I work in the office of the production. So I have to be there, before the shooting, during the shooting time, and then after the shooting. So um, I didn't have an end date. So that's just an example of, we sometimes we try to plan something for family event, but I'm not able to make it because, my hours and my schedule. So I started to reflect on that, but I wasn't able to find something that it would allow me to eventually, fully leave my industry. I try, like a YouTube channel. I try print on demand, like working with companies like Redbubble and that. But, the passive income is not that much. So last year, sometimes, uh, God puts you on the way that you're supposed to go. And that's how my life kind of been. So I had a setback. So it was a union strike, from the film industry. We work with the US film industry. So usually, it takes 1 month or 2 months, but this one lasted 8 months. Um, so I was in vacation at the time when it started back in May. So back in July, I saw that this was going for the long run. There were rumors that it was going to go until this year February. So I say, okay, I need to find something. So that's when I started to look. Actually, before I found this opportunity, I was already on another opportunity. And then I saw many of the ads, popping up, but I was always skipping them, but I don't know, for some reason, this one that I saw, it made me say, like, you gotta look at it. You don't lose anything to look at it. So I click on it and I watch it, and that's how everything, my journey started. Um, it it aligns to, at the time, what things, the things that I was going through my life. It aligns, everything aligns with that. And then as I went further, watch the webinar and proceed all that, it checked all the boxes of what I was looking for. So that's how I got here, and I'm very grateful to God for that. Now, when you say, for your second question, what do you do in the world of digital business and podcasting? Yes. So I've been very active on doing lives and all that. And the reason why I do that is because it's a way to connect in with the audience. It's a way to showcase, this online business opportunity. So for a lot of people out there that, one, open their eyes, because a lot of people, they feel good in their comfort zone, but not, unfortunately that comfort zone is not forever. Today, on my early previous life, we had a guest who actually was a good example of that. um, she um, she was talking we were talking about a plan B. It's important to have a plan B, and an online business opportunity is a good example of that. And she encountered herself, in a difficult situation where uh, her husband, they used to have a business, and they don't they because of the COVID, 2020 two, the business, it got shut, it got stopped, so they couldn't continue. So there's only one income in their family. So that event opened her eyes, of the necessity of having a plan B, another source of income. And that's when she started to look, and that's how she found the business. So that, those stories, we bring those stories to you, the audience, because we want to showcase, we are normal people like you. We all have different stories, but we all come with the same intention of finding that financial freedom, finding that time to be able to spend with our loved ones. So that's why, I do those lives, um, to showcase that. And so we bring members of our community to tell their story, so people can listen to them and see that, there is a way for you to be able to live a more comfortable life for you and your family. So an opportunity that you can take. So that's my mission, to be able to showcase to people, that there is an option out there for you guys. Thank you.
Thank you,
That's so
Sandy.
wonderful. Yeah, that's
Yes,
wonderful.
you put it really well. Yes, just like you mentioned, like you loved your job in movie production, but at the same time, you also wanted more in life. You wanted to have more time for your family. You wanted more flexibility. That's what this business offers. This business offer everybody that time freedom and flexibility that you need to enjoy your family more. So yes, so this business is more of a side hustle. It will not take away what you have now. Like you mentioned, like you are still doing your business, I mean your job, but you have this business on the side, and it's helping you have more time to spend with your family. I think you mentioned your mother, who's in her older age, who need more of your time, right? So this business is helping you do that. So we are here every day sharing this opportunity, and we hope that people can see this as um, a way to help them also live the life they dream of. In this world, we don't come here to just work, work, work. We get old, and then by that time we're too old to do most of the things that we dreamed of. It's like traveling. Sometimes we might have some health issues that might restrict us from traveling. So it's good to start thinking early about, you know, uh, living those dreams. It doesn't matter how small your dream is, you should at least try and find options and ways to help you do that. So, yes, that's what I can put on what you've mentioned. So,
Yeah, and what I like about what this Miss Sandy said, that she has the background in um, entertainment and or the movie industry, and that's very telling how good she is really in this line of business, because she uses that advantage, to her advantage, the skills and the talent that she has. Uh, um, when I first saw her business page on social media, I saw she's got tons and tons of interviews with fellow business leaders, and that is amazing. And thank you.
Thank you, Nina. I do want to add something. Um, yes, now I'm much better, but I actually didn't like to be in front of the camera. So a lot of people might relate to that, and I think that a lot of business owners, when they come to do this online business, they also they some of them, they didn't like to be on social media, or they didn't do any social media. Um, I've been doing social media, but I don't like to put my face on it, because I don't like to be in front of the camera. But when I did this online business, I have a why I'm doing this, so that's what it keeps me feeling, to keep pushing forward. So I knew that I needed to get out of my comfort zone, because that's the only way that I can connect with the audience. So when I started, I was so shy. Um, I started recording myself first, to practice. So then after that, eventually, I pressed the live button. But I was always scared until I got comfortable, because nobody was watching me. So I was like, yes, okay. It's just like talking to myself, until one night, I finally got someone that watched me. And then everything that I had planned, at the time, it kind of like, I forget everything, because I was so nervous. So I had to like improvise. But it is a learning curve. Um, I didn't start, knowing, I learn as we go. So it's practice, practice, practice. That's how you becomes better. And I'm still not perfect. I think there's some others, business owners that are more, uh, good at, doing these slides. But yeah, it's you have to get out of your comfort zone if you really want to change. It's part of the growth. And that's one of the things that I'm really grateful about this business, because a lot of people think, that when it comes to the business, it's only the financial side of it, but
Mhm.
it's also about growing. You're working on your mindset, you're working on getting new knowledge that you didn't have before. You're also getting, your self growth, because you're doing self development all the time, you know. So you keep growing as you go. Um, so yeah, I was just like any of one of you that were not the audience, and many new business owners. I didn't know how to do lives. I was shy. I didn't like to put my face on it. But I have overcome those challenges. And from time to time, you feel a little bit nervous there too. So the nervousness doesn't go away. um, but you go with that. You go, like I say, practice, practice, practice makes better. But
Yeah.
that's a good point.
Yes.
Think-
I can relate what you said because at first too, I was so scared, like public speaking. I'm not really into like, talking to public. But with this business, I was like, trying to get out of my comfort zone just by talking, just doing like this, like live. And now, and Nino also, before he was so, into his bubble. But now look at him. He's getting out of his comfort zone as well.
Yes, it's good. Yeah, that's another thing that I've seen. Like there's some business owners that like they like to be in the little bubble. But that's another advice that I would give to people out there who wants to do the business, or business owners that are already doing the business. You got to reach out to the community, because that's the only way that you're going to be able to evolve, and learn. You need to make connections, um, because like if you stay, especially this journey is not an easy journey. You're going to have your ups and downs, but if you start making connections, those connections are going to be able to give you that emotional support to keep going and pushing forward. So you want to make sure that you step out of your little comfort zone, your little bubble, and reach out to other people and get to meet people, because that's how you also learn from them, because they will teach us things. I went to some meetups, and people, that were ahead of me, they taught me things that, I didn't know. For example, just to give an example, I always was taking pictures, as a tourist kind of thing, And then one of the business owners mentioned, when you take a picture, you have to make sure that, for example, if I'm taking picture, I leave a space, sorry, on this side, to put the word in, or you leave a space on the top to put the word in. So I learned that, and I was just taking pictures for taking pictures now, but there is a meaning when you take pictures, So you always learn from others. So that's why it's good to connect with other people.
Yes. Thank you, Sandy. So we're going to move on to the next question. Nino, do you want to take on?
You're good, Miss Robin.
Yes. You can do the next question.
All right. Let me see here.
On this,
What was the first big surprise or lesson you learned when you started your digital business? Nice.
Patience.
There you go.
Yeah,
Aimed
patience.
it for all of us.
You need a lot of it. Yes.
Yes, yes. And I
And
keep learning
flexibility.
patience. Yeah, I keep learning patience. Yeah, the first patience lesson that I learned was when I was doing my training, and then I was, because we all want to do like fast, I started business. So I reached out to the point of the advertising in the training. And then when I was opening each tab, it was like loan and loan and loan. So that kind of, like it kind of discouraged me in a way that, because I wanted to do my ads fast, right? But that means that I needed to do all those training, and each tab was like loan. So at the time I was doing what we call like a 90-day challenge. And that 90-day challenge, I was in a group, and I was feeling down. So that's why I say that it's good to connect with other members of the community, because I was feeling down, and I talked to my friend, that was I was in the group, same group as me. And then I say, I was so happy, like going fast, and then I encountered this. And then she told me, you know what, one thing that you need to learn in this business is to have patience. Okay. Patient with yourself, patient with the business, and that was my first lesson of patience. My second lesson of patience is when you have to deal with other people. you know you have to understand that every person, learns in a different way. Some people might be able to learn faster, and some people might learn a little bit slower. So you have to have patience. Okay. So this business you really have, because I thought that I had patience before I came to this business, but when I started this business, I realized that no, I didn't have patience. So I've been learning, to have patience, and I'm better now, when it comes to patience. But yeah, patience is one of the first big surprises that I encountered in this business, and I learned from it.
Yes. Yeah, patience is definitely one of the things that you need to come with when you join this business. Also, mindset. You have to be locked in. You have to be completely locked in, that anything that comes along the way, whether it's negative or positive, doesn't divert you away from your mission as a business owner to grow and become more successful. But for me, the biggest lesson I learned was consistency. It's way more better than trying to be perfect. When I started my Go Life, I used to worry about how I'm going to talk, because I'm not like a fast talker. I talk slow. I can be shy sometimes. Sometimes I freeze. Like you can block out easily sometimes when you go live. And I discovered that the more I went live, the better I became. You know, the more I connected with people, the better I became. So consistency is one of the biggest lesson I learned in this business. Just showing up here, being your true self without having to pretend to be anyone else. Before I used to think maybe I should be putting on makeup before I go live, but now,
All right, sure.
just showing up as myself, just washing my face, putting cream and lotion. That's it, and you're here. It's just so simple. Sometimes we overthink things, and we think that we have to be a certain way, but we don't have to. Just being yourself and just showing up every day and telling people what you're doing is just enough. There are a lot of people out there who will be inspired by that, and it shows that in on my both my page and my profile that people are are commenting, they are liking, so I am doing something right. Yeah, so just be your true self.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
That's
great
that's
insight.
that's
How about you,
mhm.
Jing? Do you have what's your beginner surprise, Jing, when you started
Okay.
this
Well,
business?
patience, just like Sandy.
Yeah.
Because when I was at the training, it's like it's overwhelming for me. Like, it's like a rigid training that I have to finish it. I should, like, I want to go faster. But the more you go faster, I cannot understand, the more that I got overwhelmed. So slowly, then
Mhm.
then I enjoyed the journey, like little by
Yeah.
little, step by step. Then once I'm done with the training, I was so happy because I did it. Like just making the website, I said, "Oh my God, can I do this or not?" But
Right.
with patience and with the help of the community, so I have to ask my mentor, what should I do? Like it's a good thing that my mentor is always there for us, for me. So I was so happy, and yeah, patience,
And
patience,
yeah,
patience until
mhm,
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
yeah,
I think
the same thing.
for me, patience was not a problem because I'm normally a very patient person, but
Me
showing up
too.
every day and, putting myself out there was the biggest thing for me. Yeah. So, yeah, consistency was it for me. Yeah.
Well, the
So,
other thing that, sorry to interrupt. The other thing that for me was mindset. But like I have a strong mindset, but what I wanna touch here is that you can have mindset, but you always need to feed your mindset, because if you don't feed your mindset might fail you. And this is what happened to me in one occasion. My mindset failed me because I thought that I had a strong mindset, and you need to keep listening to motivated content. Things that will keep you, become more resilient, more be able to change your, find from a problem focused mindset into a solution focused mindset. So that was the other thing that I learned, on this journey too. That you can have a mindset, but if you don't feed your mindset, you're gonna fail. Your mindset is gonna fail you one way or another in your journey. So that's why you need to keep having, that feeding your mindset all the time. So that way you're gonna create that strong resilience to be able to overcome obstacles.
Yes,
that's
and
true.
it's common to all of us. When we first started, we look back in those journey. They mentioned patience, uh, consistency, the proper mindset. For me, the one of the biggest surprise for me is how open the community and how big, large the community, our community is. That anywhere, anytime, if you have questions, you don't have answer to the lead's question. There's help on the way. There's always that channel, and that was one of the surprises. And what? really inspired me more to be active in the business. And you know, you guys mentioned the mentors, the encounter with mentors, and the resources, that help each of us navigate in our early challenges. So, in a way, that is a call to action to some of our viewers that we do started from a know nothing to now at least we can share our experiences and lessons to you. All right, back to you, Robin.
Thank you. Yes, now we'll move on to the next question. Ginge, do you want to take this one?
Okay, so the next question, Sandy, is what's one moment in your business journey where things just clicked and you knew you were on the right path?
Okay, so this one I think it was at the beginning, like I mentioned, my story, um, the things were aligned when I found this online opportunity. I didn't know what to expect from the online business, because I never done an online business before. So this was all new to me, but um, I was eager to do it. I just didn't know what to expect. But at the same time, once I already was a business owner, but I was new to the business. I wasn't sure if I did the right thing. Did I took the right decision? So after joining the business, I actually had the opportunity to travel to the Calgary convention last year. So I think I had like 10 days after, I joined the Calgary convention. I think 10 days after joining the business. So in there, I got to meet so many of the members of our community that I used to watch them on Facebook, or watch their video ads. So I heard their story; it was so inspiring. But on the last day, after the convention ended, we had like a bus tour where they were taking us to Banff um, to get to meet and also to create content. On that bus, that's when I realized, this is the business. This is where I'm on the right path, because before we leave on the bus, they started to pray. So they pray, and I realized, yeah, okay, so this is what I meant to be, because when you have God involved, that means that you're on the right path. Well, that's for me, but because everyone has the same like mindset, and also we all believe in God. So that's one of the important things, because that was one of the reasons, because when I say like a lot of things align to my decision to join this business, it had to do with God. But then it reinforced that when I was on that bus and I saw that everyone started to pray before we leave on that trip. So that was my moment. Yes.
Yes, thank you, Sandy.
Thank you,
Yes, this
Sandy.
you wanna take on that, Ginge?
Okay, yes, I can relate to Sandy what she says because every time, even though we go live, we do like this before we go, like show ourselves to do live. We pray, me and Ninu and some of the girls, but today it didn't. But usually, before we show ourselves to viewers, before we click, we go live, we do pray. So yeah, because we need God always in our side, So even in our business, we have to always tell Him what we're going to do when we go out and share this business to other people. So yeah.
Yes. Also, apart from praying, is also the connection we have together as a community. So,
Mhm.
yeah, my for me, joining this community, I was really surprised of how together everybody is. when you join this business for the first time, you don't realize how big this digital business is until you are in. When
Mhm.
your coach or mentor make that first post welcoming you to the community, and then it all start happening, you start getting all this notification, people who you don't even know um, welcoming you to the community. So yeah, that alone um, assured me that I'm in the right place, because so many people and reach out to me, message me, say welcome to the team. There was some that messaged me directly on Facebook, which I was really surprised. So yeah, this community is very welcoming and also diverse. If you don't know, like, our community is global. We have people from different part of the world in this same platform. So we have all business background. Some of the people in here, sorry, have done businesses before, and they come in, and this become the life changer for them, because the other businesses did not work, but this one is the one for them. So yeah, this community is good because we are all united. We are all together. We pray together. We learn together. We guide each other. We mentor each other, and we all are here for the same reason: to grow and build successful businesses. So yeah, th- that's what we are all about: unity and community. We all are here to grow and become more successful online. So yes, Nino, any words to that, or we can
Yeah,
move on to the next
I'll
question?
sum it up with the sense of belonging with this community. Great points.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'll do the next one. So the next question is: have you ever tried something a bit silly or funny in your business that ended up working out really well?
Mm, I don't know if it worked really well, but I tried something funny, trying to get out of your comfort zone again, like with my team, we do dance challenges. So even though, like we're not so great on dance challenge, but the whole point
Yeah.
of this is, so if you were saying, if it worked out really well, I guess in a way, if you take it, in a positive way, I would say yes, because the idea of creating these video projects that we do is to be able to get out of our comfort zone, to be in front of the camera, doing things that, might look silly, dancing, even if you're not a good dancer, but you're trying, but it's being out there, trying to overcome that fear of showing yourself, So, yes, those are the things, I've been doing, dancing challenges that we record ourselves, and then we put it all together. um so and it's fun. I mean, some people put like laughing emojis, but
Yeah.
you're creating interaction, so that's the important thing,
Mhm.
and you're trying to get over your comfort zone and do things, um that are gonna be able to, not thinking, what are people gonna think of me, doing this, so yeah, so just do it, for fun. So we're trying to put fun things in our business pages, and also, it helps us to not only focus on business, but focus, on something fun, to do something different, so yeah, so that's, I would say, yeah, that's working really well because, it's helping in different ways.
Yeah. So in working, it doesn't have to be in getting more views or anything like that, but it boosts your confidence. You feel more comfortable dancing on camera. This, for me, that's a struggle, because I think one time I did go live, so I was cooking and I was dancing. So by far, I think that was the one live that I got the most view, even though I'm not comfortable going back to it because, you know, I'm naturally shy. So that one was a test. It worked out well, but, you know, hopefully on one of these days I'll do it again. But I'm just taking it baby step at a time. Yeah.
Yeah, so we are doing this because it's not at a traditional job. So it's an online. So we have to show really ourselves.
Yeah.
It's online, it's digital. So we have to use our cameras, we have to use our laptops to show ourselves because we don't have a store. So this is our business. This is our store. So
That's
that's why
Yesterday
we're
was my
doing this.
first. Yeah, yesterday was my first appearance solo. I try to record, do some advertising, just to advertise this podcast. But and that was that was nerve wracking at first. I said, should I go on with this? Should I go put this out or not? Because you know, this some at the beginning, this was silly for me. I would never imagine me 6 months ago going live showing my face to people.
yes.
But
I
that was
But
used
really
it's
good.
working out,
you did
and
it.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
You
finding
did
joy
it.
with it.
That
I'm
was really
finding joy,
good.
and
I like it.
I'm
I like
loving
it.
it. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the funny thing, you know, like, some because we're not used to, but once we start doing it, then you know we start to enjoy it. Like I remember on that bus that I was telling you, there was a grandma from Australia, and she was telling her story. You know, she has never been on social media before joining this business, and after joining the business, you know, she had help from her grandkids, you know, and that's how she started to learn. And now, you know, she's everywhere. That her family, you know, saying, "Oh my God, you're everywhere. I see you, you know, everywhere." So yeah, so you enjoy it, you know, you get to enjoy it because you see in a different um, perspective of showcasing, you know, yourself towards others. So yeah.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the next question, Nino. The last one is yours.
All right. Where am I? Yeah. So as we wrap up, what's one piece of advice that you'd give to anyone starting out in digital business, and where can people find out more about what you do and listen to your podcast and learn? Please
Okay.
share.
Thank you. That's a good question. Okay, so one piece of advice that I will give to anyone starting out digital business, I would say take that leap of faith. You know, go out of your comfort zone. If you really wanna make a change in your life, you gotta step out of your comfort zone. You gotta take that leap of faith. You gotta take action. You know, if you have dreams that you wanna achieve, dreams only stays dreams if you don't take action. So you want to make sure that you take action and you go and do it. You know, there's like nowadays, you know, it's really it's not like an optional thing. You know, like it's a necessity to have another source of income, and this online business opportunity allows you to have that uh, second source of income. Your plan B, you know, because you never know what could happen to you. So um, that I would say, you know, like think about it, you know, um, how do you see yourself? Okay, 3 to 5 years from now, just sit down and think: are you still in the same place? Are you gonna be in the same place, same salary? Because if that's the case, that means that you need to do something about it, because everything is rising in terms of cost, you know, but salaries are still the same. They're not keeping up with that. So if you wait until that happened, then you might not be able to afford so many things, and you never know what could happen in the future too either. So you want to make sure that you are start building that uh, financially stability, you know, for you and your family, something that you can have, you know, backup if something happened to you. You have at least something that, you know, are able to uh, take you afloat, you know, to overcome, you know, what you're happening. um, the other thing I would say, for those who are afraid, because we have the skeptical, we have also the people that they think that they are not able to do the business. They think, am I going to be able to do this? Do I have the knowledge? Do I have um, the skills? uh, don't worry about that. you know all the training, all the tools, all the support is provided in this business. So all you need to do is take that leap of faith, learn, be willing to learn, be coachable, and you're going to be able to succeed in this business. Um, you only need your willingness to change your life. That's all you need. So don't stay thinking about your doubts, because if you stay there in that comfort zone, and not stepping out of that comfort zone, nothing's gonna change. Everything's gonna be remain the same, and maybe worse. Um, so you want to be able to uh, go out of your comfort zone. So that's the advice that I would give to them. Find out information. For those skepticals, ask questions. That's the only way that you can are gonna be able to find out, if this is for you or not. Um, Go, this is we have the webinars, which is a free information session. um, so you got nothing to lose. You got more to gain than to lose. So just watch it. It's a free information session. You're not joining the business. It's just for you to learn, how our business plan works. So um, just go and find out for yourself, ask questions, and then at that point, if you want to proceed to the next more in detail, then you proceed to the next step. But don't stay where you are, because that way is not going to change anything. So just make sure that you take that leap of faith. And you can find more about what I do in my Facebook business page. You can find me under Sandy Caballero, Sandy2, the number 2, Empower Lives. That's where you can find about the podcast that I do, um, and which is, showcasing, we have guests that we invite to share their journey and experience, and also more topics about the business. So we want to showcase, to you guys, like we're doing right now. Uh, so you learn, the opportunity that we have for you, that can change your life, as is changing our lives here and has changed so many lives in our community. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Sandy.
Thank you.
And you've illuminated the path through the digital business landscape through your journey for us. And thank you for all the invaluable insights. Now, Miss Robin, please invite our viewers to your channel as well, and to your business.
Yes. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you for joining us. Yes, and a little bit of word of advice from me also. It's okay to start messy and learn along the way. There's no perfect time or perfect way to start. The most important thing is taking that first step and getting started. So yes, to connect with me, you can send a message here on this. Leave a comment here saying you're interested to learn more. Send me a message on Facebook that you're interested to learn more. But you can also go to my website at www.digitalrobin.com. It's available on the screen here. You can also go on my profile. The link will also be available there. Yes, so that's the very first step. It's just simply connecting with us, uh, leaving us a comment, message, or visiting our website and register. So yeah, take that first step. Don't overthink. Don't overthink. When you overthink, then you're going to be slow in taking that first step. So just jump into it. Get the first get the information. That's your first step that you want to do, is get the information, dig deeper into this business, learn, take your time and learn what this business is all about, and then take it from there. Yeah, that's
All
it for
right.
me. Yeah.
Thank you, Miss Robin. How about Jing? Please take us home.
Okay, so To connect with me, it's www.jeanoropesarc.com. And if this one resonates with you, you can always contact all of us. We have our websites here. And if you're willing to learn and coachable, and we are here to mentor you. Thanks, Robin.
You're
All right.
welcome.
And that's a wrap. To our audience, if you'd enjoyed this deep dive in the digital business, then there's more where this came from. Every Sunday, we take dive into the digital stage and we take you further into digital frontier. We're not just discussing trends, we're unlocking the secrets of digital success. So join us again every Sunday. And it's not just a show, it's a community where we share, we learn, and grow together in the realm of digital business. Expect exclusive interviews, strategic insights, and inspiring stories, just like what you heard tonight with Miss Sandy and Robin. That could be the key to your next digital venture. Whether you're looking to start, scale, or simply understand digital business, you'll learn it here better, and we've got you covered. So, yes, until the next, stay curious, stay alive, and remember the next big idea could be just an episode away. See you on the next dive. Back to you, Robin. Close it up.
Yes, thank you guys. Well
Thank
said,
you.
Nino. Yeah, I have nothing to add more into that. Thank you guys. If you took the time to watch us, thank you so much. We appreciate you for taking that time. So please leave a comment if you're interested. To learn more, leave a comment letting us know, or leave a comment telling us where you're watching us from. So, and also you can visit our profile, our link to our business websites are all there. So we hope to see you guys in our platform. So see you guys soon. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thanks, Sandy.